Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be talking about life after a complete or a total thyroidectomy. And this video has been very requested. A lot of people want to know how life has been after the procedure, how the operation went or the surgery went. And so today I'm just gonna break a little bit of that down for you guys. So without further ado, my surgery went pretty well. I did have a few concerns leading up to it, especially because I had Graves' disease and hyperthyroidism. And if you guys recall, in my last video, I did express some concerns about possibly going into a, or having a thyroid storm, which thankfully, thank goodness, that did not happen, or I don't know if I would be here speaking to you right now, but the surgery went pretty well. There was no real preparation to it. They did send me home with a booklet just explaining how the procedure would be going, what to expect, what I will be eating after the surgery, just little things like that, but nothing major. So post-op. Post-op was definitely interesting because I went in there, and if you've gone through a surgery, which that was my #1 surgery, my first surgery, and hopefully last, but I was truly expecting something like out of this world. I was expecting to come out of the surgery in brutal amounts of pain. That did not happen at all. So I went into the surgery room. As they were prepping me, they gave me IV sedation, and they gave me like Ativan beforehand, and so that was really nice. It really calmed me down going into the surgery. And I did have some concerns because I was scared that for whatever reason, okay, so something about me is I always think of the worst case scenario in things. And I don't know if it's a downfall or it's a really great thing because I'm always prepared for the worst. But I was really scared that I was going to lose a lot of blood or something in the surgery, and that was really giving me anxiety as well because I'm an O negative, and if you guys know anything about O negative blood couriers, we can give to, so we're a universal blood type, we can give to absolutely anybody, but it's very crucial that O negatives such as myself donate blood because only O negatives can receive O negative blood. So anywho, it's one of the more rare blood types. So that really gave me a little bit of anxiety. Anyway, so moving forward, none of that happened. The surgery went really well. So they had me put under, and I kid you guys not, I woke up and I just felt like I had the best sleep ever. Like the best sleep I've ever had. Yeah, it felt like it was like done within a snap of a finger. And so yeah, the recovery was pretty good. I was able to actually talk right after the procedure. There are a lot of little things that go into a procedure like this, which is like they have concerns of I don't want to say the wrong thing, but there's little glands in your thyroid, I don't know. Anywho, little glands within your thyroid area that if they are damaged, that causes for you to have to be on calcium for the rest of your life. Blah blah blah. I can't talk for the rest of your life because those are the main sources of calcium distribution within your body. And luckily none of that happened to me, so they say. so from what I know, and so I fortunately enough, I did not have to be on the calcium pills going forward or for the remainder of my life. And so that was really good. With relation to eating, eating was totally fine. Of course, they gave me like really soft foods to begin with, and I wasn't in a lot of pain at all because I was, so they put me on Percocets for a couple of days, and then Tylenol 3 for the remainder of the weeks in my recovery. And that was pretty good. Again, not a lot of pain. However, so some changes that I have noticed in my lifestyle, they did actually tell me that, oh yeah, in certain cases, like a lot of people would feel more tired easily. Their metabolism would be impacted. And so yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I have felt a variety of the things, or if not the majority of the things that they have actually said that I would suffer. And so like along with that would be hair loss, which sucks, or brittle hair, which I've also gotten. So hair loss, brittle hair. Luckily I have loads and loads of hair, but I mean, like even just the touch of my hair is not the same. It is very, very weak and brittle. The medication that I've been put on, they have actually, they have increased and decreased and increased and decreased the dosages. So it's we've never been able to, since the year and a bit that I've had this surgery, been able to know exactly the right amount of level of medication that I should be on, which is really unfortunate because we keep getting the go ahead for, hey, if you guys are thinking about starting a family, like now's a good time because like your levels are pretty good and everything's going well. And then like weeks later I start feeling loads of amounts of anxiety, and I get shaky and like uncontrollably like shaky, and I feel like I don't even know how to really describe the feeling, you guys. It's just a really, really scary feeling where I don't know, it's a really scary feeling where you feel like something is completely off and there's absolutely nothing anybody can do about it. And so like you're in this whole entanglement of issues or a health issue, and you're battling it all by yourself and you feel helpless. And so that's one thing that I've noticed with that is when so again, it's like a hit or miss right now. It's like a trial run because I don't know what to expect because I've always had a thyroid gland. So I don't know what is normal and what is not. And see, this is the reason why I've not made a video about it, because every day is different, it seems like. So anywho, so I've been experiencing that. Another thing that I have experienced is absolutely I am feeling more tired now than I ever was before. So it's not, and you can actually see that within my like social media, because I don't post as much. It's just I don't have the energy after I'm done a long day at work to just come home and do this and that and go to the gym. Although I'm really, really trying hard and I'm pushing myself to going forward and doing that, it's not there. Like you really have to fight for that extra energy boost. What else have I noticed? Oh yeah, so they had also warned that after you get your thyroid gland removed, you would be hypothyroidism, which obviously that is it's obvious. Because you don't have a thyroid gland, which means it's not producing the hormones that your body is used to, and so you're relying on medication. And your thyroid gland is what helps your metabolism. And actually, it was a huge factor in distributing the hormones needed in order for my metabolism to work well. Anywho, so with that, I don't know if the medication that I'm on has made me gain so much weight. And when I say gain so much weight, you guys, I mean like in, I don't know, a span of a few weeks to a month. It's not uncommon for you to gain like 20 or 30 pounds. Like it's just a crazy roller coaster. And my specialists have also said to me that, oh, well, with this condition, no matter how much you work out, you know, you don't lose the weight. And so that's very discouraging as well. But then I heard many things. When I had hyperthyroidism, they said, oh, the only way that you'd get rid of this disease is if you get rid of the thyroid gland, which I will not lie to you guys, is the most insane thing in the world. And just please, if you have that condition, go to a naturopath, go to, like, seek other routes in order to avoid, like, let this be a last option, because I have heard stories about women and men that have had hyperthyroidism and Graves' disease, which obviously are combined, and you have one, you have the other type of a thing, where they have I don't know, started like an exercise regime or changed up their diets, or just little really simple things. Brazil nuts, for instance. My husband knows of a coworker, and his wife was battling the same exact disease as me, and someone had told her about the Brazilian nuts, and what do you know? Like, she's completely cured. I'm not saying that, oh my god, Brazilian nuts are like the holy grail. No, but like she sought out other ways, listened to other people's stories. So like, don't completely just go with what your doctors say and, you know, go for the surgery. It's not the best option. If I had a do-over, and it's so funny because I hate living with regrets, but it's definitely one of my biggest regrets because it has completely changed my way of living, like 1000%, you guys. No, I wasn't the healthiest before because of the condition, but also I didn't understand the condition. I didn't really research it as much as I should have. I was researching it in a way where I was very influenced by like the medical community, and so I was like eating up everything that they were saying to me constantly, and so I feel like I was misled. So if you guys take it from somebody who has gone through all of that, do not do everything that you can, and seek other different venues or avenues or whatever, in order to not go through what I've been through. Anyways, so the days that I spent at the hospital, so the recovery, well, the post-op was really really funny because I was under the impression that, oh my god, it's a major surgery, a major organ is being removed out of my body. I'm anticipating staying at the hospital for I don't know, a few days, and lo and behold, again, post-op, I go into like my private room, and yeah, they give me dinner for the night, monitor my, so they definitely took loads of blood to just monitor how everything was coping without the thyroid gland, and yeah, like I was out of there within like a day. So if you're expecting to stay there a couple days, it's not realistic. And actually, I heard that was in some areas in some other countries, they actually give you half a day there. So I was really fortunate to stay there overnight so that they can monitor everything, because it's a really serious and like just a really like the gravity of the situation, I feel like they don't really take into consideration, you know what I mean? Anywho, so let's see, what else should I talk about? Oh yeah, so they say that your voice changes or whatever, or it gets a little bit hoarsey, and I've definitely also noticed that as well. I've also experienced a little bit of memory issues. So, and you're definitely a factor as well, and has become a little bit of an issue, only because I've noticed that on top of like short-term memory loss, I've also experienced like moments where I don't think as quickly as I used to. And all of these things just started happening to me after the surgery. So I know that it's directly correlated to it. And I also know this because I've spoken to my specialist about it, and she says that these can be side effects of the surgery. So anywho, I hope I didn't scare you guys if you're going towards that direction. I just really want everybody to just juggle all of your different options before going into such a major procedure. And I also want you guys to just be very knowledgeable about everything that goes into a total thyroidectomy. Anyways, you guys, I don't want to take up too much time. That is my spiel on my experience so far with hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, a total thyroidectomy. And if you guys have any questions or you want to reach out to me, please feel free to do so in my inbox, because I know you guys have had loads of questions and you've been very interested in wanting to hear about life after the surgery, and I hope I was informative enough for you guys. But anyways, thank you so much for watching my video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye.